Hey everybody, go figure. It's the exact kind of stuff that happens every time I try to record a video. Anyways, everyone's sleeping right now, so hopefully I'm talking loud enough for this to record and you to hear me. I'm learning how to edit videos, but I also read a lot and I get a lot of questions from people about being an entrepreneur and, what I do different than what they're doing, and maybe they're looking for advice. Most people that I talk to are kind of ready to give up. They hate where they're at, either with their project that they're working on or with their job that they're in. And I watch a lot of stuff about motivation and how to build my business, so I figured that I would at least like to share that with you. So, the reason I kind of wanted to start this is going to be episode 1 of, I guess we'll call him Bloggin Brandi's Blurbs, which is kind of what my channel on YouTube is called until further notice. But I'm learning as I go, and I watched a video by Gary V. I believe he has a hashtag called Ask Gary V. I'll try to include that in the discussion area. Again, I'm not perfect, and I'm building this, but he had a video talked about overnight success, and then he gets a lot of questions about being an entrepreneur and people ready to give up. I get to that point. I'm at that point on projects that I'm working on now, and he said he wishes that he would have recorded all of the videos that it took for him to get where he's at. Because now people are asking and saying, oh, you're so lucky. He hears from all these people back in high school and says, oh, you're so lucky for where you are. And I'm not lucky. And then I hear people, you have all the people, I guess, that they want to hate. Or to me, I feel like you're lazy. If you ask me what I do and what I've accomplished, I feel like you're lazy. You could look on the internet and probably figure that out on your own. If you look through my blog and look through the information that I've put out there, you'd figure that out, what I've done. So I think a lot of that just comes from lazy people. But again, I want to encourage people. I don't want to put people down, but this is my journey. So your family doesn't get it, your friends don't get it, you give up a lot, you give up holidays, you give up everything. And I wanted to start recording my daily events, I guess, and kind of what I do. I'm on Periscope. I try to keep the name Bloggin Brandi so everybody can kind of tell who I am across all the platforms. And I don't even know if I'm looking into the camera because I cannot figure out how to use this damn camera to save my life. Excuse me for saying that. I shouldn't have, guys. God forgive me. I'm trying to be a better Christian too, so if any of you are religious, you may hear me say religious stuff. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect entrepreneur. I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect anything. Nobody is. It's all about the journey. It's about how you get there. It's about the relationships that you build on the way there. You're going to come across tons of people that are going to try to tear you down. Again, there's more trains that freaking come. I get up at 3 a.m. 3 freaking a.m. That's what I've been doing, I guess, since I've been on vacation, because I know I probably won't wake up till 5 or 6 when I was trying to wake up at 4. So I figured if I start waking up at 3, eventually I'll get up at 4. Today I got up at 3 though. But I was trying to do kind of like my daily stuff, and I figured I would at least record it so that you can learn. And I'm going to try to start doing some videos about how to, but again, I'm learning how to make those, so that's all in the making. I learned how to make a GIF. Hopefully I'm saying that right. People keep making fun of me for saying that. I think I call it a GIF. But, I'm a real person. I live, eat, breathe, sleep, think about my business. And people say, what is your business? I guess the easiest thing to say is I'm trying to start either a blog or a vlog and build an email list. Emails are really important in your entrepreneur journey. I'm trying to figure out kind of like what I want to give people for that email give out. I feel like everything I want to give them is not good enough, but I do have something started and it's out there, but I'm going to try to improve on that daily. I have figured out that the problem I've faced is I'm not engaging on social media. I've put out all kinds of content, and not to say that I don't share other people's content. The problem is when people respond, like likes and stuff, I don't always say like, oh, thank you, or answer any other questions. So, that's what I'm trying to do. I am not good at looking at the camera or looking people in the eye, and I can't 100% figure out where the camera's at because depending on what programs I'm using, it's in different places. So, like I said, I'm building something, and I hope that you'll follow me on my journey. My website right now is www.blogginbrandi.com, and it's blogging without the G, Brandi with an I, and I'll include that in the discussion area. But, I wanted to start making a newsletter, maybe to show people kind of what I'm reading to help you understand how my brain works. I'm building a business. So my business right now is, I guess you would refer to it more as consulting, because I help people with their businesses and their questions, some free, and others paid. But for the most part, I try to help a lot of people online. So what I'm learning is that you should create content. It's called evergreen content. Content that doesn't always need updating, but you can just refresh it over time. And to start engaging more, leave that time to engage more in social media. So in the morning I get up, I kind of plan my day. I know I should probably do that at night, which is what I'm going to start focusing on. But I try to make my routines quick. I try to time myself. I try to put timers on. It's kind of like a habit you have to get into, and I'm not perfect at it. I spend so much time and waste so much time on either social media trying to learn it or engage on it, or I just kind of get, I guess, swept up in the whole entrepreneur business. I'm fascinated by it, so I want to help people build their businesses. Like, I want my business to be helping other people build their business, because I don't even know what business I would want to build. Someone asked me to be on a show the other day and asked me some questions, and one of them was, if you could build any business in the world, what would it be? And I was thinking, well, I think I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to figure that out, and that's part of the journey. You're not going to start a company and automatically pick the perfect thing. It takes work. If you want to be a blogger, it takes work. It takes learning about blogging. It takes following bloggers. It takes signing up for their email list. It takes getting up at 4 a.m. It takes putting, what's going to make you money and what's going to make you successful first. So if you're getting up every day and the first thing you're doing is reading your emails and it's draining you, then maybe you need to turn that around. I read a book called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, and I love it because it kind of changed my perspective on how to do work. So if you're not ready to quit your job, or you suck at productivity, it's probably a really good thing for you. Or if you're deciding what business to go into, it might be something to think about. But anyways, like I said, today was episode 1, and I hope to motivate you and help you know that creating a business is not an overnight success. I've had businesses and I gave them up. I've had $100,000 jobs and gave them up. I have degrees. I gave it up to do this. So you're going to give up a lot. You're going to give up a lot. I gave up friends. I gave up family. I gave up relationships. I've given up houses, cars. I've had the nice things. I have the nice things. And I'm selling it. I'm in the process of selling it all because it doesn't make you happy. What would make me happy is to not have any of it. To honestly have like a suitcase with all of my belongings, my 2 dogs, and the freedom to go wherever I want. To be able to travel wherever I want. You can run a business from your computer. So, I hope that I've inspired you. I hope that you'll follow me on my journey, and I hope you keep watching me for episode 2.